Well, it was good to get a win last week. I thought those guys showed some resiliency in how they prepared during the course of the week. They continued just to keep their head down. They blocked out the noise outside, and you know, still got a lot of work to do. But it's always better to do it after a win. Any questions?
I guess it seems pretty obvious, but just the chemistry between Odell and Baker, I guess, what have you seen out of that in the first couple of weeks?
Well, I think it's getting better and better each week. So I'm sure it'll be better next week than it is this week. But both of them work extremely hard on each of their crafts, and they'll continue to do that. And they'll get better with knowing each other a little bit more as we go along.
Talk a little bit about Odell's ability as a game breaker. That's a close contest until that plays.
Yeah, it's he's got speed to finish the job. We got it in his hands down the seam, and he finished it. Of course, he's got you guys have seen plenty of that, so it was nice to see him get involved with that.
Freddie, you obviously had Miles, obviously a terrific game as far as statistically 3 sacks, but a couple more roughing the passer penalties or a couple more personal fouls, I guess. How do you kind of
two offsides and two roughing the passer penalties?
So how do you look at that game, and does he need you guys go over this and see what exactly he's doing?
Well, on one of them, he had to lower the target range a little bit from what we were told. And we'll keep working at it. I mean, that's the only thing you can do is keep and help him, put him in situations, communicate with him to put him in situations to make better decisions. All right, it's a decision-making deal, and he'll still continue to work on his decisions.
I couldn't tell you. He did not come out at all for that. Because you could rotate guys. He did not come out at all for either of the penalties or any.
No, he didn't. I brought him over. I talked to him and sent him back in, and then he got a sack a couple plays later. So no, he didn't come out of the game. He's in there to get sacks.
Freddie, what does it do for an offense when you have a player as dynamic as OBJ?
Well, anytime somebody can, can touch the ball and put it in the end zone from anywhere you go, it's incredible. We've got a couple of guys like that, I think, that can touch the ball and put it in the end zone. Our running back can do that. We've got a couple other receivers that can do that. So, sometimes they make the guy calling the plays look like a genius, when they can take a 5-yard route and take some of the pressure off the quarterback and still be very successful and put it in the end zone from, I don't know how long the pass was, but, it was a good deal.
Beyond the skill level of the player, what was the X's and O factor that made that play work?
Well, it was just it was an RPO that we ran there's plenty of them on tape. It was a called run, and an adjustment by Baker and Odell.
Freddie, obviously, Chris Smith has been through a lot and decided to play to honor his girlfriend. What did that kind of mean to the team? What did that mean to Chris? And what went into all that?
I think it's an emotional time for Chris, of course, still. But, she would have wanted him to play, and he talked to me about it, and he wanted to play. And, Chris is a part of this family and a part of this team. So we wanted him to do whatever he felt comfortable with doing. That's what we wanted him to do, and we wanted to support him in every area dealing with that.
Freddie, what are your feelings about getting your first coaching win?
It's just I'm ready to get to work on the next one,
Do you think that Baker and Odell kind of worked through some frustration of the game, the visor thing and some of the things that Baker went through and kind of hung in there through that?
Yeah, I think both of them showed some resiliency from the standpoint of, the football games in general, you have to face adversity through the game. And that was one of them, but, we got it rectified and fixed the problem and came back out and stayed focused with the job at hand. And I thought they both did a good job of that.
3 sacks for Myles Garrett tonight. What a night for him. In case you missed it, of course, the Jets' second-string quarterback, Trevor Siemian, he was injured in the game with an ankle, so Luke Falk was the man of the night there. He was 20 of 25, but the story really of this game was the Browns, as they are the 23-3 winners here, and we caught up with Baker Mayfield. Here he is at the podium.
Describe the touchdown pass and how it worked with Odell and what you saw on the field, the RPO that you kind of got out of it.
Yeah, so RPO like you said, but cover 2 shell, just reading the mic and knowing that the nickel's playing in between number 3 and 2 and that he's going to have speed down the alley. So just really giving a token fake and getting the ball in his hands, just making sure to give that ball to him when he can keep on the move. The rest is all on him. That's why you give him the ball.
You didn't even think about it. You just released it bang, and you know you could hit it.
Yeah, no, just seeing the kind of the displacement before the snap. And when we hopped the back over to the other side, the linebackers kind of bumped over. So knowing that I had an even bigger window, and he made the play.
Before that play, was it difficult going for the offense, do you think?
Yeah, no, we absolutely need to play better. I think that's the biggest thing is not losing sight of that a win is a win, especially on the road, and we needed this one. But, field goals early on, we'll take points, but at the same time, we need to be able to finish those drives. And so, yeah, we need to play better. A little frustrating at times. I think, I'll be able to look at this film and get a lot better from it.
Baker, this week, New York's defensive coordinator suggested that Odell is not a dynamic playmaker. Do you feel like he showed otherwise tonight?
He said that?
Yes.
Jesus. That's next question. Not a dynamic football player.
The throw down the sideline on the one-handed catch. Is that
Pretty dynamic. Yeah.
And is that something that y'all, will practice once in a while? He'll practice grabbing the ball with
he's very talented. He's going to make plays wherever the ball's at. I think that's the most special thing about him is, the unique ball skills. When the ball's in the air, he's going to fight for it. And just seeing that it's man-to-man and the safety's not going to get there to beat the ball on time. And so he's making a play. It's a great catch.
You mentioned only getting some field goals early on. What do you guys have to do differently to get it into the end zone?
I think I need to be better checking the ball down, getting completions. I said it last week after watching that tape. Completions, getting the ball in our guys' hands and just putting us in a good position. Keeping the chains moving, keeping the positivity rolling.
Is it fun for you to see Odell have that kind of game in the stadium?
Absolutely. I think he's been, just kind of waiting for a game like that, getting back out there with us and having a game. Yeah, it was a good play.
Sounds satisfying to get things back on track, too, with the big road win.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you went on the road, it feels good. You want to go out on the road and steal a couple victories throughout the season, and it's a good start for us. It's great for our mentality going forward. And, like I said, it's a win, and we're going to take that and keep that rolling. But at the same time, there's a lot to learn from this one and get better from.
What does it do for you in the offense when you know that you have Odell Beckham Jr. and he can change the game just like that with a back-breaking play like that?
That's how explosive we can be, and that's the type of thing that, like I'm saying about getting completions. It's not like that was a long throw that we had to really scheme something up to protect it and hold on to the ball and throw it down the field. Just getting the ball in his hands, and that's what I'm saying, getting it in the playmaker's hands. And so he's a big difference maker when it comes down to it.
Was it frustrating?
How difficult is it to have patience when you know you have this talent to make big plays?
I think it's kind of a learning curve, knowing that needing to know when I need to take my shots and then check the ball down and get completions. So it's a little difficult at times, but at the same time, like I keep harping on just getting completions.
Was it frustrating that he got taken off the field at a crucial point in the game on the first drive for
Absolutely.
a visor?
Yeah, it's first drive into the red zone. You want him there, especially to kind of see what they're going to play, how they're going to line up to him in the red zone. Yeah, I'd love to have him in there.
Baker, he had that moment, and then late in the first half he ran off, he got shaken up. Was it nice to see him kind of overcome some adversity?
Yeah, he cramped up. He just needs to hydrate better.
Was the difficulty of the night because of your offense not executing, or was it Greg Williams' defense doing something that caused that to occur?
Once again, I think it was us hurting ourselves. Not to say that they didn't have a good scheme and they weren't playing hard, but completions, making sure we get the chains moving. I think it falls back on us just doing our job.
Baker, do you think given the setting